Hello tipsters and tricksters, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another vintage tips and tricks video. On some of my previous videos where I showcased some of the What Katie Did items, some people have asked me about seam stockings, and I realized I haven't really explained to you guys how to go about wearing seam stockings, how do you keep them straight, how do you stop them from snagging when you put them on, what other accessories do you need to keep your stockings up, and how do you care for them. So without further ado, let's get into it.
What have you got if you haven't got love?
So I am a What Katie Did ambassador, and I will link all of the products I talk about in this video down below. All that means is that if you guys shop with What Katie Did and you use my links in the description down below, I will get a little bit of commission. The video is not sponsored. I'm not required to make this content, but it is another way for you guys to support my channel if you like my content and you'd like to give back a little. So if you're into vintage style, you've probably seen seam stockings. They are definitely one of the kind of telltale or key factors of the vintage look. That is not to say that you have to wear them if you want to wear vintage clothing or you want to dress in a vintage inspired style, but it is a quick way of kind of injecting a bit of a vintage feel into your fashion and into your look if that is something that you're wanting to do. Here I've got a couple of glamour seam stockings from What Katie Did. We have the champagne latte, so that the seam and the stocking are a very similar color. And then I have a contrasted seam here, which is champagne and claret. I'm going to show you the contrasting seam because it's obviously going to be very easy to see on camera. So you can see the band at the top of the stockings and the seam very clearly down the back there. Open it up for you guys so you can see. You've got the seam down the back, right? So you've also got a contrasting color heel and toe. It's all reinforced as well so that you don't wear holes in it as quickly. A seam stocking, as you can see, if you hold it up, is already in the shape of your leg. So you can see the calf is in there, the foot and everything is in there, unlike a modern type, which is kind of just a stretchy tube and you can't really tell where the heel or the front is. You just kind of have to go based on after you've worn it and created the shape in there, or sometimes they have like a particular type of seaming in the band. But the stockings are already shaped to your leg, and then you've got this top section and you don't have the pant section or the seat like you do in tights. It stops at the top of your leg and you hook it on with a suspender belt. What is a suspender belt, you might ask if you are unfamiliar? It is this. Now the big difference between a modern suspender belt and a vintage suspender belt is that vintage suspender belts just hold your stockings up way better. I would say modern suspender belts are basically just like sexy lingerie. They don't really do anything. They're not very functional. They're so flimsy that they ping off all the time, and the straps and the attachments are so small that they really don't hold your stockings in place. They also tend not to have enough strength in the actual waistband. It just slips down and stuff as well when you're wearing it. It's not a functional piece of lingerie. It's very much just for sexy times. Vintage ones are still very sexy, but they actually stay in place all day, and they have a function in that they tend to cinch you in as well, and they literally hold your stockings up and in place. The more straps, the better. Basically, the more straps that you pop on your stockings, the more you're going to be able to keep the stockings in place and stop them twisting around during the day when you are walking and sitting and moving. I tend to wear at least 3 straps. This has got a side, a back, and a front on each leg. It attaches at the back. Now, the suspender belt is not the only option. You can also wear waspies and corsets that have the straps attached to them too. And sometimes there's underwear or like, you know, cinching in shaper underwear that has the straps coming off of that as well. So you've got plenty of options. They are all available on What Katie Did, and you would have seen some of those in my previous videos. You can always go and check those out. I will link them up above. But the basic piece of lingerie to keep your stockings up is a suspender belt. Now, as you can see, if I come up close, they have the attachments. Now, these little attachments snap closed like this, which is what holds the stocking in place. So you put the stocking in between here and then attach it all together, and that holds it up. I will demonstrate that in a second, but that's the basic way that it works, and you can also adjust the straps with these little clips just like you would a bra. So let's get on to how to actually put on and secure your stockings. So the way I like to put my stockings on is to take the top of the stocking, aka the welt, and put my hands inside with the seam facing my body, and then I slowly gather the stocking up, keeping the seam in line and gathering it all up so that I get my fingers into the toes and I can slip it over my foot.
I keep my hands inside as I slip the stocking over my toes and my heel. Then I straighten up the heel and make sure that it is in the center before slowly sliding the stocking up my leg and checking the seam as I go. I use my hands to twist the stocking in various areas rather than trying to get in with my nails, and it's easier before you've stretched the stocking up fully to twist it in place. At this point, I usually go to a mirror and I check my seams. Make sure you look over both shoulders because as you twist your body, it's going to make the seams look twisted at the top. And then I start by attaching at the back in line with the seam. I then move on to the front and I tend to not go straight in the center but slightly in towards the inside of my leg, which I find just helps stop it twisting around the front as you walk, or if you have a skirt with a slip that's a bit sticky. And finally I attach the side and I just go straight down the side of my leg in between the two other connection points. When popping on my shoes, I always try to pull the heel up a little bit. This is the pointed heel. It does show slightly out of my shoes and I like that look. And here's what they look like on. I think the top of the stockings where they're pulled up by the attachment is like really pretty. And I love a contrasted seam as well. You can match your seams to your outfit with the What Katie Did collection. They have a lot of different colors and I just think that's absolutely gorgeous. I will note stocking size here. The length is important. I always err on the side of the stocking being slightly too short than too long because it's easier to elongate your suspender belt straps than it is to deal with too much stocking length.
The last thing I want to talk about, guys, is how to care for your stockings. The number one thing I say is don't be afraid if your stockings get a hole in them in the reinforced section in the foot. You can just darn that back up. You're not going to see it. It's inside your shoes. Obviously, if you get a snag in the actual stocking itself, that's a little bit different. I know some people do darn those, but obviously, you don't necessarily want to be working with a darned hole in your stocking. But if it's in the toe, which is where I tend to get them, it is really, really easy to fix. So it's worth investigating. And there's lots of videos on YouTube on how to darn. You don't even have to do a particularly good job. You're just like sewing up the hole. Just make sure that your stitching is good enough that it's going to hold and not just come undone immediately. Don't be afraid to repair your stockings because these are good quality stockings. They do last a really long time. I haven't actually had to throw any What Katie Did stockings out, I don't think. Not that I recall. I think I've kept all of them and just darned the holes. So over time, I've gathered quite the collection of stockings. The other thing is how to wash them. Now, I have friends who pop them in the washing machine. They simply just pop the stockings next to each other like so, fold them in half, tie them in just a loose knot. You don't want it too tight because it will get tighter in the washing machine and you don't want to have to be getting your nails in there to get it undone. But tie them in a little knot just so they don't get all tangled up and too stretched out because that does risk ripping a hole in them as they're getting washed. And definitely pop them in a laundry bag. You want one that doesn't have any holes, one of the nice satin ones with a zip that's very secure, that's not going to come open. No holes because you don't want any bra hooks or any zippers or anything coming in contact with your stockings that might rip a hole in them. Then you can chuck them in the wash. Some of my friends do it on delicate, some of them do it on the normal wash, and they say they always survive that way. And I have done it a few times, but because I don't have a washing machine in my house, I actually tend to hand wash mine. And how I do that is I keep them full length and open. I just use some Delicates wash, or sometimes the interior of the shoe has polish or, a pattern or something that has left some coloring on the foot of my stocking. I will soak it in a laundry soak. Give them a little bit of a swish around, like I just sort of push them under the water. I might very gently do this in the feet area, but just be really careful with your nails, and we don't want to be rubbing your stockings because that's going to damage the beautiful material. Just very gently sort of squeezing them and pushing them under the water and swishing them around gently to get the water through them. And then I tend to rinse mine afterwards over my hands, just lay them in my hands and use the shower hose to rinse them down and just get any of the suds out of them. And then I just hang them up to dry. I would not put them in the tumble dryer. Again, you don't want to do anything that's going to affect the elastic or stretch them out in any way. It's very lightweight, it's going to dry very quickly, so just hang them on the line. I tend to peg them by the tops, like so, and let them just hang. I keep my stockings together, not with anything else, not with any other lingerie or anything that might snag them, in a bag. I actually have Charlie Stone bags that the shoes came in these beautiful, sort of velvety style bags with a ribbon closed top. So I have all of my stockings in there, but I know other people that literally put them back in the What Katie Did packaging around the cardboard and everything to keep them really safe. So it's up to you how you store them, but I wouldn't be just chucking them in your underwear drawer with everything else because you don't want it snagging on anything. So that's the video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Comment down below and let me know what you thought of the video and any suggestions for future videos. Come and follow me on my Instagram. Check out my Patreon, there's a link down below. We have more content over there, plenty of extra videos with vintage tips and tricks, as well as a music tier. We do Zoom meetups. We have a Discord chat group. There is a lot going on over there, so do check it out. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video. Bye.